I am here with John Sheridan, the author of Howard Hughes, The Las Vegas Years, The Women, the Mormon, the Mafia. So what was your inspiration for writing this book?
Well, I worked for Hughes for about 3 years in Las Vegas. And when he found out that I could edit film, because I worked at Channel 10 in Phoenix, he put me, especially working for him, only in his I guess it would be film and videotape department. So what I would do, I was in charge of everything that went on the air that he wanted on the air. Not the normal things like news, but special shows that he would have on the air, like Bullet.
The movie Aviator is about Howard Hughes. How does your book differ from the movie?
Well, my book is really a continuation of that movie. The movie ended about 1955 or so, and they really never touched on his later years because, first of all, he was a recluse, so nobody could get to him. He surrounded himself with members of the Mormon church, guys, and they asked him, well, why do you do that? Why do you have yourself surrounded by Mormons? He said, I don't like Mormons because they're good family men, and they don't gamble and they don't drink, and people who drink become somebody else, and they're not the person I hired in the first place.
What does the Mafia have to do with this book?
There's a man that he bought the Desert Inn from. His name was Mo Davids. Now, Mo was a really nice guy. Everybody liked Mo. But I guess Mo joined the Mafia in the early 40s. He was Jewish. He wasn't a member of, he couldn't have been a member of the Mafia because he was Jewish. And the Mafia requires that you be Italian or Sicilian, or you can't be a member. But you could be an associate member, and that's what Mo was, like Meyer Lansky and Bugsy Siegel. There were 3 Jewish guys, but they weren't technically a member, but they were associate members. Well, what happened with Mo was sitting down. He was running the Desert Inn Hotel for Hughes. He was replaced the Mormons. He was running the hotel for Hughes, and in comes Sonny Liston, the former heavyweight boxing champion of the world, who lost to Muhammad Ali and never could climb back up to that pinnacle that he had before. So he came back in as the he was climbing back up. Well, he lost a fight to a guy named Leotis Martin. And when he walked into the breakfast room, he saw Mo, and they started talking. They get into a big argument. He said to Mo, well, I'll kick your ass, Mo. Well, I mean, you don't tell that to somebody that's a big man in the Mafia or an associate member. So Mo looked at him and he said, well, Sonny, if you do, you better kill me because I'll pick up this phone and you'll be dead in 24 hours. So he thought, well, I think that Mo is serious. And he turned around and he left. Well, his wife comes back from shopping in Las Vegas and walks into the room, and the living room, and there's Sonny lying on the floor, deader than a doornail. And the medical examiner said that it was a mob hit.